Hello, my name is Chrissy Nye or Mrs. Nye, and if you are receiving this video, that means that I am your student's math teacher at KDA this year. So I just wanted to resend out the slide that I talked about last night at Meet the Teacher Night, but instead of with a lengthy email and the slides attached, I am sending a video. So hopefully you can just play this, listen, sit back, relax, and watch instead of having to read. So here is what you missed at Meet the Teacher Night. So again, my name is Mrs. Nye. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education from ASU. I am specifically certified to teach middle grades math, and I have a master's of science in instructional technology from GCU. I have taught all of the middle grades and beyond math contents, so algebra through 6th grade, or 6th grade through algebra. So I know where your student is coming from, and I know where they should be going in math. So again, a little bit more about me. This is my 7th year teaching. I'm originally from Illinois, and I do not plan on going back at all. It's way too cold. I am married, and we have 2 pets, a dog and a cat. And outside of teaching, I love to paint. I love doing anything arts and crafts, hiking, swimming, reading, watching movies, just basically anything that is stimulating my mind or my body. And I have 2 siblings. I'm actually the oldest. We're all a year apart, so we're really close in age, but we're also very close, even though we are living all around the world right now. My sister's in Greece. My brother is in New Mexico for the Air Force, so he travels a lot. And I absolutely love all animals. If you're in our 4th period math class, that means that you will also see Miss Kenny as a teacher as well. So Miss Kenny's from New York. She's been with her boyfriend Ryan for 13 years. They have 1 dog, Toby, who's actually like 17 years old, so he is getting up there. She loves to do yoga, read, work in her garden, and write letters to family. And she has 2 sisters. She's actually the youngest. So if you're in my 4th period class, that means you'll also see Miss Kenny. Our classroom will look like a traditional in-person class, but just on Zoom. So we have a similar structure where we will start our day with a warm-up or reviewing homework. Then we will transition into whole group instruction, focusing on whatever lesson we have for math that day. And then we will break out into small groups, breakout sessions, or even just time for individual work at the end. And at the end of the week, we will review and summarize what was learned. Homework should be expected 3 to 4 days per week, but I don't want homework to be too long. So there are about 5 to 10 problems. I don't want them to take more than 20 minutes tops, but we will be hopefully starting that in class. Oh, I'm sorry, I went too far. Please don't forget to pick up your Carnegie Workbooks, 8th graders specifically, I'm talking to you. So if your student is in 8th grade, pick up those Carnegie Workbooks. They are at the KDA office now. But those are the resources we will be using along with Mathia, which is our online practice. Homework and tests, so just like all Kyrene schools, our homework is 20% of our grade, and tests are 80% of our grade. The way that I grade homework is for completion. So if the homework is completed, turned in on time, all the work that is required is done accurately and to the student's best ability, then they will get full points on the homework, okay? Because we grade homework every single day and go over the answers, if homework is turned in late, a student will get late credit. But they cannot get full credit if it's turned in after the due date and time, even if it's done all correct. And then we will have practice tests to prepare for our unit tests. And this is still a homework grade, but I grade it for accuracy instead of completion. So this gives students a good sense of what should be on the test and what they understand, what they still have questions about. So students have the option to retake a practice test for a better score as well. And then assessments, I offer retakes up to 1 week after the test is graded and put into student view and parent view. 8th grade math will not have retakes in 4th quarter, and there are no retakes on quizzes. Any projects or activities will be an extension of a math unit. So with digital learning, everything is going to be on Zoom, so please make sure that you are on time and use the bathroom, get a drink of water, get a snack before class starts. We actually have 10 minutes in between classes for middle school this year, so that is really great. So hopefully no students are late. Please make sure to have your schedule printed out or somewhere where you can see every single day, like maybe a bookmark tab. And then students will be accessing Zoom through Student View, and we will be doing the majority of our class resources and homework will be posted on Google Classroom. Please make sure that all math supplies are ready and easily accessible, so somewhere around your desk or vicinity. Books, pencils, erasers, sometimes a calculator should be one of those top few supplies needed. And then please remain on mute and have your video on the entire class period unless you have to unmute to participate. You can raise your hand or use the chat. And then lastly, try your best. This is math class, and not everything is easily understandable the very first time it's taught. So try your best and ask questions if you don't understand something. Our supply list, so some are required and some are completely optional. So required supplies would be like pencils, pens, and I would say erasable pens if those are used, highlighters for notes, and I personally love sticky notes, so if I have to remember to do something, that's a great way to write down some tasks. So that's a personal optional supply list there. Loose leaf paper or scratch work, and then graph paper we will be using this year. A basic calculator, which everyone has on their computer, but you could also get a cheap dollar calculator if you prefer that, but no phone calculators, please. And then obviously our Carnegie Workbook. So this is our welcome email. This is our welcome, I should say, recap video in case you missed anything from Meet the Teacher Night. If you have any questions or concerns or something that you think I should know about your student, please send me an email. So here's my email address. And I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Can't wait to start the rest of our school year. And I will see you on Zoom tomorrow, Thursday. Thank you.